Hello and happy Monday. This is Terry Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer, coming to you live and in person on Monday. Oh, wow. How are you all? How are you all doing? Feel free to post in the comments, but this is a very exciting week for the state of California and Disneyland. You heard it right. And if you read my thumbnail, you know that Disneyland is about to open its doors to the other states. It's no longer going to be exclusive to California as of tomorrow, Tuesday, the 15th. Are you excited? Do you have tickets? I think this is a very, very exciting time. And I hope that everyone will treat everyone in a good way and not make us go backwards. But I'm sure Disney is doing whatever they can to ensure the safety of everyone, as the pandemic is not over. The pandemic is still out there. And I was talking with my tribe earlier today about TikTok and how I have become reformed. And I'm going to work on being a TikTok creator. I just need to figure it out. Right now, I have no idea how to do it, but I was very impressed with some people. One of the people I was impressed was Ask an ER nurse. He was very funny. He talked about the reason you should get a vaccine, that the vaccine will not prevent. His statement, and I quote, was, the vaccine won't prevent COVID, but it makes it a lot harder to catch. Much like when you use birth control, it doesn't mean you won't get pregnant, but your odds are better. And I thought that was a really impressive analogy to do it. He's very funny and very quick to say, get that vaccine, people. But how it's going to work when we open up, California has 80% of the state, the entire state, vaccinated, at least one dose. So this is why tomorrow, Tuesday, is a major milestone for the state of California. We are going to blow the doors open and do a lot of stuff that we have not done. It means for a lot of places, 100% capacity in some cases. It means more capacity in other places. And it also means if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Now, I'm vaccinated, but I think I'm still going to wear a mask just for a little while, because I'm not really concerned about me getting the virus, but I don't really want to carry it. And until I'm clear on how we know who has gotten a vaccine and who hasn't, the ones who haven't are at risk. And I'd hate to think that I might be that person. But in the coming weeks, many are going to not wear masks and they're going to walk around, and we're going to assume that they're vaccinated. So if you're not vaccinated, you're supposed to wear a mask. And if you don't, that makes you vulnerable. So I'm not saying, if you're someone who doesn't want to get the vaccine, you know why. Please don't make it because you're fearful, because I've had it. My entire family has had it, and it is a blessing to have had it. Seriously, it just takes away a lot of anxiety. But if for whatever reason you don't want to have it, just be sure you wear a mask to protect yourself and your family, because you would hate to bring it home to your family. And that's all I'm saying. Think about, do something for someone else. You're going to feel so much better. And this really, really applies. So it's a big day for California, and Disneyland is opening its doors to everybody. I don't know, and maybe you do, how they're going to keep everybody safe. Are they going to ask for a vaccine card? Many people, the jury is out on this. Is it an invasion of privacy? But I don't think so. I think if they ask you if you've been vaccinated for the safety of other people, they have a right to do that. And I'm more than happy to show you that I have been vaccinated. Absolutely. I mean, Hawaii is thinking of asking that, and they're an island. If they should have an outbreak on the island, there's nowhere to go. So there are places you've got to protect yourself and your countries and yourselves. So asking for a vaccine card, I think, is is within your right. That's my feeling. So exciting, very exciting. Workplaces have stated they may require you to get a vaccine before you can come back to work. Post in the comments here if you've heard that that's what may be happening at your office or place of employment. I know that a lot of restaurants may still be required if you're a server to wear a mask. Talk to me about that if you're in the food service industry. But it's very confusing. And so today I'm going to be sure and watch the news and see as we prepare for tomorrow. But oh my goodness, how exciting. And I don't know if Disneyland, maybe you do again, post in the comments if you do, if Disneyland has decided to go 100% capacity, because I don't think so. I think that they're going to just open it a little bit more capacity. But what it does mean is they are going to open it up a little bit more. And those of you who are from out of state who have been dying to go to Disneyland, now's your chance. And congratulations. I'm happy for you because there's a lot of you out there that need that Disney fix. And I understand it completely. So I want to say congratulations to you all. And I'm excited that you get to cross over into California and actually go. So this is an exciting day for California. It means that our businesses are getting back to normal. And I am praying like a son of a gun and keeping my fingers crossed and everything like that, that we do not, it doesn't open us up to a rise in numbers for the pandemic. We just want to keep it like we have, nice and low, and continue to go lower. So if everybody listens to what the health department has to say and follows the rules, we're going to take care of each other. And that's what we need to do, is take care of each other as we still fight this battle. Please understand that other countries and other states in the United States are still struggling with this virus. Okay. And a lot of them are dying to get the vaccine and cannot access the vaccine. So they don't have the vaccine numbers that we have. And so the United States has been shipping some vaccines over to places like India, who've been manufacturing the vaccine, but don't get to take the vaccine. I don't even understand that. Put the mask on yourself before you help someone else in flying. So why not protect India? If India is manufacturing the vaccine and shipping it out, why not protect India first? I don't understand that either. But in any case, it's a big day. Disneyland's opening its doors. And then I heard something about fireworks. Now, Walt Disney World has announced that they're going to have fireworks across the board starting on a certain day. And I can't remember what day that is, but those are coming back. And then Disneyland's doing a special event where they're going to do the fireworks. So I don't know if it's every night, but if you know, please share with all of us here. One of the things that I say about being an Imagineer is I don't know everything. I couldn't possibly, because number one, I'm not the CEO of Disneyland, Disney World, or any of those. And number two, I only know what I follow. And a lot of the stuff here I'm doing is working on my projects here. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to pop over to your comments and then I'm going to tell you a little bit. Don't let me forget. One of the things I wanted to tell you about is the treasure chest is back at patreon.com, my Patreon page. If you want to be a part of my Patreon page, all you have to do is go here. And you can be a part of Terry's tribe for as little as $5 a month, $60 a year. You can be a part of the tribe, and I would love you to add your voice to the tribe. We are growing strong. We are supporters. I share a lot of stuff there I do not share here. And also, I have a Zoom call every Wednesday where all of you join and can talk to me live for 1 to 2 hours, depending on how many people are there and how many people are interested. And I do that every Wednesday. I may not do it on my birthday week, which is the week of June 21st. I'm going away for a while, but I'll keep you posted this week on what's happening with that. Okay. All right. So please join us. If you have a voice you have to share, I share opportunities with people. I shared an opportunity that I found out from my friend Max about auditioning for the Henson Company. So there's all kinds of things like that. I'll share with you places you can enter your art, Many artists want to know, how do I get out in the world, or how do I make a living doing what I do? There's all kinds of levels of things that I share on that Patreon page. And for as little as $5 a month, you can pay more if you want. But right now, $5 is fine, simply because that's the most active level right now. Higher levels right now are getting the benefit as well, but I'm working on doing my training videos and stuff like that, and my behind the scenes. We're about to blow the doors off that, but I'll let you guys know, and I'll let my patrons know, my tribe know, if that happens. So just so you know, you'll also I mentioned that here was going to have a I said send in your favorite joke, and I think what I'm going to do is the patrons will get together, my tribe will get together, and we'll vote on the ones, and then we'll send you a little prize or something. So that's what that's all about, and super, super, super exciting. So let's go over here and hear what you have to say, and then just remind me about the Rolly Crump chess set. What? Rolly Crump chess set? Yes, but let's talk to you guys first, and then I will wrap it up and let you know what that's about, okay? Or maybe in the middle, we'll see. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy was waiting for me when I came today. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Angie. All happy to see you too, my dear. Those of you who won the Dinosaurs story contest, give me a couple of days. This week is pretty crazy. The ghosts are still needing to be, talked at and stuff, but I will get them out to you, okay? I will. It's sitting back here looking at me saying, send these out. So I will send those out, but it's probably not going to happen today. It'll probably happen tomorrow. So, but when it does, I'll let you know, okay? Good morning. Hello. Hello. Bob is part of the tribe. Hello, Joseph. How are you today? Did you guys have a good weekend? Hello, Peggy. Are you excited about Disneyland opening to everybody? I can name several friends. I won't, but I can think of so many people that are so excited. Hello, Debbie Smith. Joseph says, I'm still wearing a mask because I don't trust others around me to doing the right thing. This is what I'm talking about, Joseph. I think both directions, you don't trust how people are behaving around you, and you could be a carrier still, So I have really just dug deep in my studio. I have a lot of projects that I have to get done. And one of them is, it may not be quantity of projects, but you guys have heard about my Hitchhiking Ghost set. I have 10 left of the Illuminating Ghosts, and I'm very excited to say that you are still ordering them, which I'm very excited about. Very touching to me that you are. Pardon me. I'm a little sniffly today, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of weird and strange and odd. So I have all these albums, and I don't see my ghost album. Where are my albums? Interesting. All right, let me just look here because I don't see. There we go. I'm just going to go directly. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to my Hitchhiking Ghosts. Oh, it looks like my Guillermo del Toro pirate bed took over the... Lord have mercy. Anyway, here are the ghosts, the Illuminating Hitchhiking Ghosts that I'm always talking about. And they are still available. You can go to TerriHardiN.com, click on the online store, and see if you want your Illuminating Ghosts to be doing their spiritual fun stuff. Here they are on the shelf. They look like little ghosts that are actually materializing. And as you can see, they can separate. This picture isn't that great because the darks and lights, or the lights, you can see the light part is burnt out. But you can see that they really do look like little specters on your table. So if it's something that you're interested in having, I've got 10 sets left. So go ahead and go over there, or you can email me or message me about them, and I'll give you the lowdown. Also, you may not, these might, but I also have done these. These are the black light versions of the ghosts. These are limited edition of 100. The other ones are limited edition of 50. These are a little more affordable, but both are an investment. So this is what has been keeping me extremely busy for a very, very long time. And it continues to do so. So I'm working on that and then gearing up for my next project, which involves Roly Crump. Okay? All right. So that's when I'm jazzed. I agree 100%. I still follow the protocol. Yes, Bob, and I think it's a good idea. You know, why not? Hello, Richard Barnes. Yeah, all vaccinated over here. Tomorrow, my husband actually takes his 90-year-old mother to get her second vaccine. She was challenged a little bit because she injured her leg during the pandemic and needed to take antibiotics. And so she had to wait a certain amount of time to be off the antibiotics once the leg healed, and now is able to get her vaccine. So she got the first dose already, but tomorrow she gets to have the second dose. And this is a big day for us because that means the family can then gather and see each other. And we haven't done that in over a year. Isn't that cool? That is cool. So let me just write something here. I have to make an appointment to see my mother, and I haven't done it yet because I have been just knee deep, hip deep in alligators. So yeah, that's something I'm dying to see my mom, but I've had some things I've got to do for the adoptive parents of the ghosts, and there's just a ton of stuff. And then the other thing you think to yourself is, oh my gosh, I've got to clean the garage. And that won't be happening this week. We need to just stop and take a breath. And then my husband would like to have the house back because it's an absolute mess. So thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. All I can tell you is breathe, folks. Breathe. But congratulations, Richard. That is awesome. Hello, Janny. So one of the things that I do on the Patreon page, and you saw that I posted it, patreon.com/Terri Hardin. One of the things that happens when you're with the tribe is I offer you and show you things that I come across that'll help you get your art out and get to be a little more known so that maybe you can make a living, or if you make a living and you want to go that next level, I show you those too. But I also talk to you about things that people who are artists in their own right, let's say someone who cleans, I know that I haven't had it in a while and I need them at my home. I have a group of ladies that come and clean my home, and they do it far better than I ever will. And so they are what I call artists in their craft. So what does art mean? Art, the definition of an artist is really someone who's passionate about what they do. They take it to that next level. So my bookkeeper, for example, is an artist. She works with numbers like nobody I've ever seen in my life. She is amazing. And my CPA for taxes is the same. And that's what you want. Someone who loves what they do and does it to the max. I mentioned TikTok and viewing TikTok. I saw a young lady on there who introduced herself as she cleaned. She did a 1-minute fast time-lapse video of her cleaning the bathroom. And while she did, in her very pleasant voice, she talked about how this is her passion. She loves this. Don't hate on her because she loves to clean. And she gives cleaning tips on TikTok. And she was absolutely charming and adorable. And I loved watching her. So on Patreon, I'm going to talk about how you could do this and get noticed. The thing she pointed out that I really loved was that she's a young girl. I think she said she was in her 20s. And the message was really lovely as she spoke about, it's not about learning how to put on makeup, and it's not about my self-esteem through massive followers. It's about being who I am, and I happen to be someone who loves to clean, and I'm going to share with you how you can do it too. And just a lovely girl. And I wish I went through TikTok so quickly on Saturday because I had to do some work, and I was just blown away on how much of wonderful people are on there that I want to get on there myself. So people have told me I'd be good for TikTok with my stories and whatever, but I didn't see the value in it. And over the weekend I did. And I'm grateful to anyone and everyone on TikTok that I watched the how-tos and stuff to. And this young girl who was absolutely so sweet as she spoke about, I'm just going to show you what I love. And look, you guys love it too. I'm hoping to get 1 million followers or subscribers, 1 million subscribers. And for her, that's a benchmark for her, you know? And I thought that was really cool. I think for her to have these subscribers means that in her heart, she doesn't have to do a makeup video. She doesn't have to do a fashion video. She doesn't have to travel video. It's just her in the kitchen showing you her, and in the various elements, how she cleans. And I'm thinking a couple of people specifically while I do this on how you can do it, because it's a 1-minute video, that fast to learn, fast to do. So that's why I'm excited about it. And I will share with the tribe how to do it, because this will help the tribe benefit and maybe be able to earn a little income from it. Janny sitting here saying morning gorgeous. One of the things I do with the artists is I look to see where you might enter contests for awards or money or notoriety, or to be in a book or be in a museum or whatever. These are things that or a charity event that you can do stuff for, and so on and so forth. And I'm always looking for international, because Janny's from Canada, and I have some artists in the UK that, you know, would want. A lot of the things that I find are for the US only, but I'm starting to broaden my stuff so that the UK and Canada and other places where artists look in on the tribe. So that's what it's about. It's about supporting each other. It's about helping other people feel good. Sometimes a person feels bad. It's about private conversations on Zoom that go nowhere else. Sometimes you want to talk about issues and you want to be as open as you can. And it's not, how can I say this properly? It's not necessarily for public consumption. So this is what makes my Patreon page so very special. So I hope that you will join us if you think your voice can help others, be a benefit to our tribe. We have quite a large one and very, very impressive people on it, like Janny and Bob Burdine, and Janny G, Bob Burdine, Chris, Holly, Nate, Robert, just tons and tons, Ron Kubala, all these people who have something to say, something to show for it, and help each other. So that's what it's about. I'm not twisting your arm, but I am letting you know that patreon.com/Terri Hardin, for as little as $5 a month, you can be a part of this tribe, and I hope you'll join us. Okay. Hello, Janny. Very exciting. Deanna says, my husband doesn't want to go to Disneyland in October, but I want to go sooner. So, Deanna, you're packing your bags. See ya. You know, I'll go, honey, and tell you what it's like. It's going to be cool. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Jenny says, I have no issues being asked. I don't either. I think actually I'd like to be asked. In fact, Nate Singleton, who's with Terry's tribe, he and his husband, Kevin, flew in from California, and they were kind of disappointed that a lot of the things in California are on the honor system. But they went to Universal Studios, and Universal Studios asked to see their vaccine card, and they were so excited to be able to show it. So I think it's a way to keep people safe. And I just have no, you have a right to keep people safe. We don't want to go back, do we? So whatever it takes to keep people safe, and then that means asking for your vaccine card, so be it, guys. I want people safe above all. It's kind of like, what is your goal? What is the big picture? Do you guys watch Downton Abbey? I had never watched Downton Abbey until last week when I binge watched all 6 seasons, okay? My husband put it on because it's very quiet and I have to have noise at night, or I wake up at any given noise because I kind of go in protection mode. But one of the things that's said in the movie, I believe it is, they did a movie, and in the movie, there's a scene where the princess is sitting by herself, and she is upset because she She's married to someone who's kind of mean and not kind and a bit controlling. And she keeps asking her mother, the queen, to allow her to leave this man. And the queen will not listen. So, sitting on a bench, she speaks with one of the other characters in Downton Abbey, and he says, what I realized was what's important. And what's important to me is not so much my politics, but my daughter. My daughter needs to be with her family. And although her family is hierarchy, it's where she belongs. It's where she loves to be. So my daughter takes precedent over everything else. She is what matters. The princess then goes back to the queen and tells the queen that she's very sorry that she's pressured her mother and father, that she realizes that she's going to stay with this man and she's going to lay down some ground rules and she's going to make it work. Why? Because the crown is most important to her. So what I'm saying is, what is most important to you when it comes to this pandemic? And for me, it's keeping everybody safe as possible. So what's important? Everybody stays safe. So asking for a card, for me, no problem. If you want me to wear a mask in certain situations, no problem. Because if it keeps people safe, let's do it. Okay? So that's my little rant. Hi, Bobby Snyder. Hope I'm doing well today. Last day of school was Friday, so now I'm back to staying home. And what did you do when the last day of school was over? Because being in school or teaching school or whatever is really hard work. And so did you take a day for yourself? Did you make yourself a lemonade or a nice cocktail and relax? Did you read a book? Did you watch something that you wanted to watch but you didn't have time? Did you just breathe? Did you take a walk? Did you garden? What did you do to celebrate your hard work as a teacher or as a student? I'd love to hear about that too, because you deserve it. Michael Roman's in the house. Hello, Michael. My brother-in-law was in Hawaii last month and they had to show that they were vaccinated and wear the mask everywhere. Yes, my sister lives in Maui and my sister is high risk and my sister has the vaccine, has been vaccinated. So yay on all points there. But my sister is in the retail industry. She is a very talented in her retail industry. She sells and gives advice about Rolex watches. Yeah, a big deal. My sister she knows more about Rolex than many people know about Disneyland. There are some of you that know more about Disneyland than she does about Rolex, but she is amazing. When I talked to her and actually got to sit down with her a couple of years and listen to her knowledge about Rolex, she really should be working for Rolex because she is so talented in her knowledge. She retrains it very well. She's a very eloquent speaker. And so she stands behind and helps clients who want the ultimate Rolex for their collection or to celebrate a success in their lives. She helps them to find just the right one. But because this is a retail job for the most part, she's exposed to a lot of people every day. And she was the one who talked to me about how Hawaii needs to be very careful, all the islands, because they are islands. And there's only so many hospital beds, so many doctors, so many situations. And people go to Hawaii and lots of things come off their body because you're going swimming. I mean, isn't that the reason you're going to surf? You're not going to surf in a full, shirt, tie, everything, or a mask. So people kind of lose their minds because they're on vacation. So Hawaii has had to be strict, as Deanna says, and good for them because they got to protect. And so I just don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. Thank you, Deanna. I miss Disneyland, but I can't afford the tickets. Yeah, now we have this issue. Bobby brings up a very good issue because we had passes, didn't we? But we don't yet. And even when we do, we have been warned that they could be very, very, they could be an investment. Still might save you money, but they can be an investment. And right now to go to Disneyland is up there, isn't it? Yeah, one of the reasons, but there's people who have been isolated at home for most of the thing, and they aren't necessarily doing a lot of the things that they did when they were out. So they've saved up some money, so they might invest in a Disney ticket. But this is why I will not be going to the birthday on July 17th this year, simply because I don't want to take a spot for someone who really needs to see Disneyland. People are like, but we want to see you. I get it, guys. I get it. And I'll probably maybe do a Zoom call or something if you want to gather with me on that day. But really, not this year. Next year, I will start up again on the 17th. But I'm keeping it at a minimum this year as we start to migrate back into our normal lives, whatever that means. And just take it carefully and easily, not just, wah, we're back and go all crazy. I'm approaching with caution. So that's why. So I understand completely, Bobby, why you would wait a little bit. And who knows, maybe there'll be a pass that you can't afford, and then you can come back to Disneyland, and Disneyland will love having you. Angie says, I don't think WW has said fireworks are coming back. I think that was a rumor on what people saw online. Oh, okay. Well, I saw several articles, Angie. So, and I didn't read all of them deeply. I just saw that article after article was saying fireworks were coming back. Here's the thing. Chances are they are coming back. The question is when. And I read an article yesterday that Disneyland was going to do a special thing for the 4th of July, I believe, where there would be fireworks. Now, that could also be a rumor. So far be it from me to spread. But if you know the actual skinny on the deal, or you want the actual skinny, let me recommend micechat.com. Dusty always has his hand on the pulse of Disney and all things Disney, so you can get it from him, and I highly recommend that you do. If you want to confirm stuff, a lot of times Mice Chat is the one that's got it going on, or that WDW Radio. I think that's a podcast, right? I think they got it going on too. And there's probably several others you could add in the comments below, or the comments over here, that you could tell me the same, right? Right. Okay. All right. Okay. But thank you for that, Angie, because I do know. Wendy, how are you? Let me say hello to Bob Roomba. You just put like a little period in there. Forgive me. I looked at that period, but I didn't say hi to you. So hi. Hi, Wendy Cooper. Wendy says, I have a Disneyland trip planned for July 6th and 7th, and another one for July 17th and 18th. And no, not on the 17th this year. You will not. I will forego the usual spot for those who are desperate and needing to be in Disneyland. I create Disney here. Disneyland is here in my studio. I am creating it every single day in one way or the other. So I am not like some who need Disneyland to live. And it's not judging them at all. I know that during the pandemic, this has been very hard for some of you not to have that Disneyland fix. So I'm just not going to take a ticket. I'm not going to this year. Yeah, no. Maybe later in the year I might, if I see that people are all excited, enjoying themselves and not limited, then maybe I will. But as far as July 17th, I'll live vicariously through you. So if you're going, please post if you are in the tribe on our private Facebook page. And if not, post and tag me, because I'd love to hear and see what your Disneyland day looks like. I think that would be a lot more fun for me than to take one of the tickets out of your hands that needs it a lot. And I really feel strongly about that. So that's my answer, Wendy. My birthday is the 23rd. My birthday is the 21st. So happy birthday, Tracy. We are sisters. Creative in June. June babies are extremely creative and a handful for their moms. The Prince Harry, The oldest prince was born on the same day, June 21st, as I was. And I remember as a little girl reading stories about him getting out of hand and the queen going, ay, 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 ay. You know, so so it's yeah, we are very curious lot, and we're very creative lot, and it's hard to keep a June baby pinned. So congratulations and happy birthday, Tracy. Dennis says, still no hurry to go to Disneyland. Don't want to spend my day dependent on the app. You know, Dennis, you have said something very, very pertinent here. This is so true. It was one thing when you had to, it was one thing when you had to use the Disneyland app to get on Rise of the Resistance. Now you need to use the app to get on Rise of the Resistance, get into the Marvel's Avengers campus, to order your food, to get in line. I mean, it's so overloaded, that app, that it can be very challenging to get what you need when you need it. I don't mean it's impossible. In fact, Richard Anderson, one of the tribe from Terry's tribe on Patreon, suggests that if your cell phone signal is really strong, turn off your Wi-Fi and use your cell phone signal to navigate that app. So there's a little tip for you to help you maybe have a better day at Disneyland. But like Dennis says, that can and could be a game changer, as he says. Just don't want to deal with the app. Yeah. And if you are going to Disneyland and you're going to be a park hopper, consider making a reservation at the, what is it, Lamplight Inn California Adventure, or Carthay Circle, right? Both of those restaurants have a wonderful menu and don't drive you insane trying to order your food. And they are lovely and exciting. On the Disneyland side, there's a couple of places that have decent food, but a lot of the food has had to be optimized for the pandemic. So I'm just saying, I think California Adventure is a cut above Disneyland in this respect, because they are a little challenged in making sure the food is the quality that you're used to at Disneyland. With the exception of Dole Whip. I understand Dole Whip is still amazing and delicious. So there you go. But I found that eating at California Adventure is a lot more satisfying during the pandemic than eating at Disneyland. Just my opinion. I welcome yours. So please chime in if you want here in the comments, okay? Thank you, Dennis. I'm a member of the tribe. I really had a lot of fun and interesting. They are a great group. Bob Burdine is also a fabulous addition. He and his wife, Rose, are very, is the word philanthropistic? They are always about charity events. They give their time freely. They are very, very active in many charity events, and I have been invited to participate through them through many charity events. So one of the ways an artist can actually get known and benefit others is to participate in a charity event. And Bob Burdine and Rose talk to us often about some that pop up, and we can join them or we can learn more. So like I said before, these are some things that they help us with. They also have family that work for Disneyland. So we get some information about some tricks or things that tips that we might do to make our stay or our Disneyland day more enjoyable. So the Burdines are very, very a wonderful addition to the tribe. So it works both ways, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oops. There we go. Let's see. Bam. There we go. See, so Tracy says, see, this is why I asked the questions to y'all, that the fireworks are coming back and it's not a rumor. Tracy, do you know when? I knew that they were coming back at some point because they have to, don't they, guys? They have to. Fireworks are a major component of Disneyland and Walt Disney World. So, of course, they're going to get them to come back. It's just a matter of how can you gather safely to watch them. That's one of the reasons they weren't there before. But now that California is opening up, as is areas of Florida, they're now able to maybe make that happen. So yay for that. Thank you. Absolutely looking forward to going to Disneyland again. You are so precious. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you very much for that. I try to keep you as informed as possible and try to be as entertaining as possible and work hard to chat with you. These are going to get shorter because you guys are going to go out and about, and I may have maybe only one or two people watching, and that's because you need to get out in the world. You may not want to be stuck watching the various videos and YouTubes, and you can always come back and watch this later. And I'm with you. I mean, it's so nice to go out in the air without a mask and go, oh, hey. Like I had two people come and visit me from the tribe. I mentioned Nate, my friend Nate, and his husband Kevin, and I took them to the smokehouse. Well, actually, we went to the smokehouse. They were from out of state, and as luck would have it, they're going back the day before Disneyland opens to everybody. So they could have gone to Disneyland had they had just a little bit longer trip. But they don't seem to be that sad because they actually got to see areas of California that they might not have seen. They might have just stayed in Anaheim. So I wanted them to see the smokehouse because the smokehouse is a very famous restaurant. Actors of all over, the Brat Pack, the days of, the early days of the 50s and stuff. It's a major restaurant. The photos are incredible. The people are incredible, and the food is fun. So I took them to that. It was nice to sit indoors and have a meal. So that was really fun. And we were all vaccinated, so we could actually do that. The servers stayed in masks, however. But it was nice. I had not eaten indoors, well, in forever. Right. So it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. Bob Roomba, Mickey, Minnie. I think you meant Goofy at Disney World. But that's okay. I like a little challenge in a message. Thought of you while I was there, says Bob. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm happy that you joined me today. Thank you for being a part of this group. Hey, Terry, I finally finished my semester at school, says, oh, you did? Says Noel Whispers. Finally finished school. Have earned my AA. Now I get to work on getting personal projects done. Hope you're doing well. I am, and congratulations. Woo! I know this was a big deal for you, and I'm excited to see where you go next. And yes, get those personal projects together and done. And I'd love to hear more, but congratulations. A little applause here from me. That's not an easy thing to do. And of course, a lot of your work was done during the pandemic, wasn't it, sweetheart? So congratulations. I'm very proud of you. All school is work, isn't it? Bookkeepers are awesome. Yeah, they're rock stars if you get the right one. Yes. And here is why my bookkeeper is an artist. All right. My bookkeeper not only takes care of my books, she teaches me about what she's doing. She educates me about money and business. Because I'm an artist, and if this sounds like you, where money and math, you kind of get this blank expression when people talk to you and you don't understand what they're saying. And a true artist with numbers will help you to understand. A true artist with numbers, my bookkeeper looks at me and my artist brain and sees that she has to talk to me differently than she would most people when she keeps the books. So she has actually taught me how to better manage my finances. Because if you don't manage your own finances, who else is going to care enough to do it? So you need to not hand everything over. I can tell you stories of celebrities who handed all their finances over only to be taken to the cleaners. It's just, it's sad, because they do that. And the next thing you know, they have nothing because the bookkeeper took advantage. And you don't want that to happen. You want to know where your money is, how your money is doing, and be clear with your bookkeeper what's going on. And she's that magical for me. So I really love her. and she's really a true artist in there. So don't think because you don't draw or paint. If you're passionate about what you do, from marketing to selling cars to cleaning to to gardening to cooking to whatever, all of that is art. All of that is art. And I think I told you the story about the guy with the waxer, the big rotary waxer, waxing at Imagineering. If I took he did it with such finesse and such grace. I told him he was a true artist, and he just about cried when I said that. And that's a shame, because it's the truth. If I did it, I'd drill to China. So I obviously am not going to be that good at it, So please think of yourself as an artist no matter what you do, especially if you're passionate about what you're doing. You are a true artist, and all artists are welcome. So congratulations. And teachers, a good teacher is an artist, a rock star artist, because she needs to know about how to reach every single child or student in her classroom, doesn't she? Or his classroom. They have to figure out, if it's one student that's not getting it, they need to figure out how to relate to that student or leave that student behind. And a good teacher wants all ships to rise and does their best to make that happen, moving heaven and earth to figure out a way. And that is a true artist. I have met many teachers who are artists, and many who should find another vocation. They just aren't suited for it. So I don't care what you do. If you do it with passion and love, you are an artist. I wish I would have got the cleaning gene, says Deanna. Yeah, well, here's the other thing, Deanna. The cleaning gene, which is me too. I'd rather be sculpting. I'm usually covered in mud, and my fingernails are often dirty. I don't wear makeup because I'm all about creativity. So I'm either covered in paint, covered in clay, covered in dirt, covered in cement, covered in something. Thank goodness I have a husband who treats me like a lady, even if I look like a dog in need of a bath. He's very understanding about my creative spirit. So here's a pointer for those of you who don't have the cleaning gene, and Deanna, neither do I. You delegate to an artist who does. They're going to do it far better than you. I remember my husband tidies up the bathrooms. That's what I'm going to say. The reason I say that is because when these two ladies come in, it looks better than when the house was built. True artists. I've never seen a bathroom sparkle so well. And it makes me want to adopt them because they are so good. I don't have the attention span, as Deanna says, to make sure the cleaning is perfect. So I hire an artist. That's called delegating. You can't do everything. So you hire an artist to do it. Okay. So that's what, and we're dying to have an artist come in and help us, because during the pandemic, we had no one come in, and our house reflects that right now. I'm sorry to say. My studio is pretty good, but it's small. So Deanna, I'm with you on that. Yes, Jenny, check it out. And get away from the silly dances, people distorting their face and doing weird stuff. To me, that's a time sucker. And I am a woman on a mission, a maid on a mission, as you are. So just start to look at people that can move you forward. And then, Janny, if you did not see my broadcast this morning on the Terry's Tribe page, please check that out, because there's some things I talk about that are some aha things that you can, a lot of people can earn extra cash with. So watch that on the Tribe today. If you missed it, Janny, go and click on it and check it out. But that's what you do and TikTok. Here's the thing, Janny, you could do 1 minute little bites about your art. I think an easy way to do it would be to do a time lapse. So my husband and I are going to figure out how to do it, and we're going to use my time-lapse videos to do that, just to start. I don't think my whole channel, TikTok channel, would be time-lapse because I want to talk to people. But for a minute, it would be very nice to be able to do that. So that's what we're doing. We're going to figure out how we can upload, because I have no idea right now. I'm 64. It's enough to do what I'm doing right now, you know? So, but yeah, and if you figure something out, let's chat, because we can help each other. But yay for you, Janny. I'm excited. Morning, Terry. Happy day. Happy day, Judy Moore. Good to talk to you. Ava says, good morning. We'll be at Disneyland next week. Oh, can't wait. Hubby and I are going to go with the flow. We have several dining reservations for each day of our trip, so we'll always have a place to sit in the shade and take a break from the heat and the crowds. Bingo. This is the way to do it, is the way Ava Williams Frank is talking about. Ava, when you're in town, give me a shout out. You said it was, okay, you said it's, what did you say? Will be next week. So it's not this week, it's next week, right? A week from Monday, you're in town. And for how long? Let me know. You don't have to let me know here. You can tell me, you can message me later. Okay. But I'd love to hear it. Maybe we can connect. Not going to make any guarantees, because I think you're actually here during my birthday week and I'm not in town for the first time in pandemic season. I'm actually gone for several days, which I'm very excited about. I agree the fireworks will be back and people are hoping July 4th, but Disney has not said or confirmed anything in stone, have they? Okay, cool. You know they're coming back. It's just a matter of when. Okay, and they're going to do what Disneyland and Disney World are probably saying is, fear not, oh gentle folk, we are bringing fireworks back, but we'll do it when it's safe. Okay, because you know how y'all gather. And why am I saying you? When I'm there, I gather up with the fireworks as well, clump all next to each other and ooh, ah, with the bestia. So this is why they've got to be careful. Okay. So, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and keep praying, because we love their fireworks. No one does fireworks like Disney, do they? Absolutely. So Angie, thank you for that. That's very helpful. Yay, Dusty. Yes, Peggy. I mean, you know, I gotta give credit where credit is due. And if I want some knowledge, this man seems to have the ability to give it to me. So he's lovely. I used to write for Mice Chat, and I'd like to do it again. And I'm thinking of some ideas on doing it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jill McCupcake says she went to Disneyland for her birthday this last Saturday. Worst experience there. And I used to be a pass holder. They are going to have to work very hard to make the experience good again. I feel sorry for the tourists who come and spend much money for the visit. It was horrible. I cried real tears a couple of times. Oh, Jill, I'm so sorry to hear that. Can you elaborate on a couple of incidents that happened? Share with us what made it so terrible for you. If you don't want to share, don't, but I'm curious to find out why it was so awful for you. For one thing, Saturdays and weekends can be terrible because it just seems to be more like full capacity can be reached over the weekend. Therefore, the app can be very, very taxed because you've got both parks using it. And I would imagine, and the food at Disneyland is not necessarily as good as you remember before the pandemic, because they've had to do some juxtapositioning to make it pandemic safe. So I'd love for you to share with me what disappointed you, but if you don't feel like it, I understand. Okay. June 26th is my 28th anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. And many more, Deanna. Now just think, that's a warning. You're probably going to have to sit through that again on the 28th. But congratulations, Deanna. Dennis is absolutely on point. Yes. Oh, the app is crazy. And if you try, I didn't mention this, Jill, but if you are you want to have your lunch around noon, worst time. I remember early when it was only 25%, noon was still the worst time. And if there was going to be a place that the social distancing just went out the window back when we had to do it, it was noon. so I feel you. I feel you. Angie says June 26th and 28th, fireworks will be tested, but not with people in the parks. No confirmation on the dates for people to enjoy them. So here's the thing. If you're anywhere near Disneyland or you're anywhere near Walt Disney World and they're testing the fireworks, guess what you get to experience? Because it's not like the fireworks are going to be confined to you. They go up in the air. So if you happen to be in the area at that point, you're going to see some fireworks, aren't you? Yes, indeedy. I know many people stay in the hotels and watch from their balconies the Disneyland fireworks. So if they're going to be testing them on these dates, there are ways you could see them even though you're not going to be in the park, isn't there? And I know I'm telling you something that you already know. I know I am. Couldn't get on the queue for Rise. Couldn't eat at the restaurant we wanted to. Couldn't eat snacks we wanted because of the app. Yes. So Jill, it may have helped you if I had told you to get off Wi-Fi and use your cellular service. This is what Robert Anderson said was the key. He went opening day to Avengers Campus and was able to get on the ride a couple of times, mainly because he got off of Wi-Fi and used his cell service. And that was a lot more efficient and faster. So I'm so sorry it wasn't fun for you. I know that for us, it was a great challenge too. And I was invited by a cast member. I actually went before Disneyland reopened a few days. They did a soft opening with cast members and I was her guest and I found it still challenging. We did not get on Rise either. And we were challenged in ordering food. So that was before Disneyland even opened, but also before I found out from Terry's tribe member on Patreon, Robert Anderson, that I should be using my cell service, not my Wi-Fi. Because Disneyland, although they said they put more towers up, it still doesn't function well, does it? Jill, it just doesn't. And it's extremely rough situation, but you are right. So to pay more money and to be at the mercy of the app is frustrating. So I feel your pain. I didn't like it much either. Just didn't really like it. Congratulations on your graduation, says Bob. Isn't that nice? No whispers. Did you hear that? Love you in your chats. I love you too, and I feel for you, my sweetie. I'm so sorry to hear that that happened. Yeah, that's too much. And Deanna, a great picture, many more years of happiness. We say the same. She's got a lot of lovely, wonderful things occurring. So your comments are done, but usually I would sign off, but I'm going to talk to you guys about one more really cool thing. I actually got to talk with Rolly Crump. Now, I don't know if you remember early, and I will let you know that probably during the AMA on Friday, I will do a little session about Rolly Crump. Rolly and I are good friends. We have been for over 20 years. That's right, folks. And he and I are working on a chess set. And we finally connected. There was a little bit of mismatching that happened all on my part. I thought I had clear information to reach him, and I didn't. So we finally connected, and he is very excited, at least from the first correspondence that we've had between each other. He's very excited. He's very surprised that I'm all of a sudden digging up his chess set, but it's a chess set based on Rolly's design, and I'm very excited to get started. These will be an investment. I'm going to warn you right now, because Rolly has decided that he would like them to be larger pieces. So you can be a part. You will be more of a part if you're on the tribe. You will get more. You'll get to see more of the process of working with Rolly on these pieces. But I will show you little teasers here. So fear not if you can't join the tribe. It doesn't mean you're ostracized. It just means you're going to get more if you're there, because that's what it's about. Okay. But you will get to see them. You will get to learn about them. And I will, on this Friday's Ask Me Anything, remind you. Okay. But on the Zoom call with my Patreons and my tribe, let me say that again. With Terry's tribe on Patreon on Wednesday, I will go into more detail about exactly what's going on and what's happening and when I am going to get started. But I'm very excited, very, very excited about it. If you saw that I had asked for a dinosaur story and you won, or even if you didn't, now I'm asking you to do me a favor and send in a joke to me. Bella, on my tribe member on Patreon, she's always bringing fun and entertaining jokes to us when we talk on Zoom. And she gave me this idea without even knowing. She gave me the idea of asking you to send in a joke. And if you send in a cute, funny joke, my tribe will vote on it and I'll send you a little gift. Okay? So if that sounds like something you want to participate in here, then please let me know. And, message me or email me, Terri@TerriHarden.com, with your joke. And we'll let the tribe vote on them, and the winners will get a little gift. And I'll announce that here. Okay. That's going to be ongoing. I'm not going to put any deadlines on it. So I'm going to keep talking about this joke thing. If you hear a cute, fun little joke, clean, of course, there's children present. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's it. That's that. More to come. Exciting stuff to happen. And Deanna is saying thank you. And she's saying to everyone, have a great week. It's been wonderful. We are exactly at 1 hour. We have done an amazing job today. I love you guys. Have a great week. If you want to join Patreon and join our tribe, please do. Patreon.com/Terri Harden. I'd love to have you. We'd all love to have you. And then you can join us on our Zoom call. If not, I will see you at the Friday Ask Me Anything. Get your questions ready. You can ask them in the comments, and I'll stay as long as questions keep popping up, okay? So I love you guys. I'm so excited. There's just so much cool stuff happening, isn't there? Yes, indeed. Congratulations as California opens up to life once again. Mwah. I love you guys. Do something nice for someone else. You will feel a whole lot better. We'll talk soon. Look, Joseph has something to say. Virtual queue isn't a good idea for the parks. Those are unaware. It's bad for those who are going specifically for Rise and Avengers. They lose out on getting a spot. Well, because the app is full. The app is being used for everything. As Jill has stated, before it was only for Rise. So that was painful enough, as you may remember. But now to order food, to do various things in the park, it's just too overloaded. It's very, very challenging. So consider that. Hopefully later you'll be able to walk up. Soon, hopefully, maybe Tuesday will make all the difference in the world. I will keep you posted. You keep me posted. I love you a bunch, and we'll see you soon. Take care. See you on Friday. Bye for now.